Good morning, guys. All right, it's been a hot minute since we've been on here. Let's just talk about some updates. So the major update that I'm gonna share with, a little unplant related, but it's plant related. I got a new car. We're gonna be hauling plants all spring and summer. Well, I gotta make payments on it, so maybe not hauling expensive plants all spring and summer, but we might fill this room up with a lot of pothos. All right, let's get into it. So today I want to talk about 5 common things that we forget to share that we kind of do in the plant room that you're gonna have to be doing in your plant room. I'm guessing you have a lot of plants or you plan on getting a lot of plants, which is probably the only reason why you follow me, because I mean, other than that, I would probably just seem like some crazy person with a lot of plants, right? I'm sharing 5 overlooked things that I have to do inside of here that often get overlooked. These habits will just keep your plants thriving and keep you happy and keep people asking, well, what are you doing that's so different? I'm about to share. So if you have a lot of plants like me, then in reality, you do more work than you take pictures to share, right? You know, it's not just watering the leaves that makes the plant all pretty or changing out the soil or making sure the roots aren't rotten or giving your plants fertilizer or giving it plant food. It's more to it than that to make your plant pretty. It's actually a combination of all and light, so forth. These little things I'm going to share with you make a huge difference. Let's get into it. All right, let's get a close up on some of the plants. First off, let me just say, yellowing of leaves, browning the leaves is completely normal, especially when you have this amount of plants. And even if all you had was 1 or 2 plants, you're crazy to think that your plant isn't going to get a yellow leaf or isn't going to have a dry leaf from time to time. It just happens. Guys, take it as a sign of you doing something right. Now, if you come back and your plant's dead, that's a different story, but we're not talking about that. It's just the plant. Sometimes leaves just turn yellow because the leaf is old. Sometimes you may have hit it or bumped it and split the leaf and didn't even know it at the bottom. Like, it's just so many things that can be considered to why your leaf turned yellow. Don't just jump to the fact of root rot and your plant's done, okay? But we go around here and we take a look at our plants, and I encourage you to do this daily just for 1 to 2 minutes. How long did it take for me to do that walk around, right? Number 1, dust them funky leaves. Yes, dust your leaves, guys. Your plant photosynthesize off of the light that's coming in on top of the leaf. If it has dust on here, it's gonna block all of that, okay? So, dust your leaves. Now, you can also use a microfiber cloth. I prefer to use a little bit of spray when I do my mix. You see me use my neem oil, my peppermint soap, and water, mix in together, spray the leaves down, get you a microfiber glove, and wipe it down. We'll do that another day where we're actually clean the plant from beginning to end. That's just what you could use. Or get you some warm water, get you a microfiber glove or a paper towel, Viva paper towels. Those work really good. I don't get sponsored by them. So that's just a lookout. Get them and just wipe it down, guys. It's 1 minute, okay? Number 2, check your plants for pests. I don't care how healthy a plant look, check it. This plant just as green as it want to be. It has all the colors where it's supposed to be. It has the white where it's supposed to be, the green where it's supposed to be, even has the burgundy red where it's supposed to be. But guess who be all up in here like this? Because guess what? You're not gonna sneak a pest in on me, because we all know once pests start to take over your plants, let's just say you get a pest on your plant, but it's beside other plants. It's gonna take over your whole room or your whole space or your whole corner. So pay attention to a plant. It doesn't matter if it screams healthy, just look at it, check it. Next, number 3, rotate your plants. Now, some of my plants, most of my plants receive grow light. That's really good because these plants are forward facing. A lot of them that you do see that I have back towards the wall, it's only a vine. It's only a stem. I don't have a full bushy plant. If you notice, most of these plants that are on here on a moss pole, it's just a single vine that's trailing up. That's fine. It doesn't need to have the light coming in on the back because it's actually going to burn the leaves. I'm talking about instances of you have a plant like this. This will benefit. This is a Monstera sliptopicania. It's a mouthful. Anyway, a plant like this is something that you need to rotate if you don't have a grow light that's completely shining on this plant, okay? Rotate your plants because it helps your plant to be able to grow and fill out a pot. If not, your plant's just going to grow all one direction. You can kind of see a good indicator. Now, this actually sits more so towards just a grow light, but the grow light is on the top of its crown, which allows it to get everywhere. And you can see the plant's growing this way and the plant's growing this way. Most of the time, if your plant's not getting rotated, you just have everything facing forward, which isn't a bad look if that's what you want. But if you're looking to have a plant that just looks full, you got to rotate that plant so it can fill in. We touched on it a little bit, but number 4, guys, you got to prune your plants. You have to prune your plants. If your plant is having leaves on it that are yellow, if you have noticed that it's just very viney, cut back at that vine. Every time you cut a plant, you usually get 2 shoots. Okay, that's usually the way it works. You'll see one grow from the grow point that you actually cut it at, and something starts to shoot off somewhere else. Okay, just cut your plant, prune it. Yellow leaves does no good for no one. It doesn't do good for you, aesthetically pleasing, and it doesn't do good for the plant because the plant doesn't understand that the leaf is dead, so it just keeps pushing this energy towards a dead part of the plant. Trust me, cut it, you'll be happy. Now, number 5, you're not gonna like it because it requires a lot of work and it's kind of like sometimes the unsung hero. Clean your stuff. Clean all your equipment. I learned the hard way of not cleaning a simple pair of cutters, trimmers, whatever you want to call it. Did not clean them. Cut a plant that had pest or, let's just say, I think it was thrips or mealybugs. Either way, I done sprayed them both before. Unknowingly, cut the plant, placed them down, didn't think about it for a day or 2, came right back, did some more work, and guess who took out their whole Monstera collection? Clean your stuff. Not just your equipment, your pots. Guys, get in here, this right here comes out. Get in here and clean your pot out. It's been sitting in old soil probably for about a year or so. Just get some warm water. You can even use a mild soap, guys. You're not going to kill your plant. Make sure you thoroughly wash out the pot. Clean that pot out. Clean your watering trays out. People don't think about the watering trays, okay? Because you just use it to catch the water, right? I use the same watering trays for a lot of my plants, especially if some of them don't have watering trays directly under them. Then I usually bring them here to the table or any type of spot, and I just water the plant until you see the water come through thoroughly, right? Well, what happens if I have a plant unknown to me that has some soil that might not be the best and that water passes through? Then I bring that next plant and I sit it right there on top of it. I'm guilty of it, and I'll be lying to you if I said that, hey, I won't right now pick up a watering tray and water 3 or 4 plants in it. But one thing I will do is after I'm done watering those plants for that day, I will go through, just get the sprayer from the sink, spray it off. As simple as done, and it's going to save your plant. And ultimately, it's going to save you a lot of money because I'd rather take $20 or $30 and buy a new plant than $20 and $30 to try to replace a plant. You know what I mean? But anyway, hopefully you all find this video useful. I don't think I forgot anything. If so, I'll just make a part 2. Y'all know how I do. Y'all take care and have a great day. Oh, I almost forgot that when you're growing with Sean, it's always something to learn.